Now, Crespo Sun of Xuegao Games will explain us about Chinese market, what we need to know to publish in China, and what a Chinese company need to do in Western market.
I'm so sorry that I can't speak Italian, no, so only can speak English and Mandarin Chinese. So this presentation, so I will use English. First, I want to introduce by myself. I have the working experience more than 13 years. Maybe the face look like young, but actually I'm 36. For the biggest working is I'm working in EA Electronic Arts Shanghai as a QA and localization producer. So focus on the packaged goods. You can think it's the PC games. And after that, I found more job chance to the QA leader and project manager, even business developer. And I have some experience title like FIFA, even Need for Speed and Command & Conquer 3. That's only one person for me, just to localize. And I make the deal for the risking. The risking is the make the deal from Chinese style, Chinese graphics, mobile game, and sign the contract with Area Games. The Area Games' current name is Gamigo, who is German companies. So after that, I think risking a mobile title from Chinese style to Western style. That could be a business way to let more Eastern or Chinese title can launch in the Western. And for my company currently, Xuegao, but actually our English name is Ice Game. The name is Chinese. That is this Ice Game is the English name. So currently we are the top 6 for the paid download games in China IPID store. So this is the screenshot in APP. As you know, in China I haven't the Google Play, so I only can get the data from Apple Store. Okay, that is we launched the game in Korea. Just starting, so the data is not very good, but we still think it's still earn money. We are not okay. So in here is a big team, but in China it's just a regular team, around 250 or 60 people. Yeah. Our company is very young. The average age is 27. So I'm an older man actually. We have more than 10 titles and publisher in Asia Pacific already. So maybe many developer and publishers or the people in this industry think it's really hard to launch the game in China, and it's really harder to earn the money from Chinese market. Okay, so actually it's the same as us. As a domestic publisher is the same. Okay, so the first of all, I want to tell you guys that China still is a socialism country. That is the first. That is different with Italian, different with UK and other European or US countries. And the second is the government is community. Yeah, so we are thinking is different. I think this is the top one reason. So it's really hard. And the second is right now we have some giant companies in the market, like BAT. The B is Baidu, the A is Alibaba, and T is Tencent. They are not only a game company, they are for the whole entertainment, they have media, they have advertisements. They're not only like EA or Ubi, they're just a publisher or developer, but BAT or other giant Chinese companies, they are not only to do the game. And second is right now, the Chinese young people is less than the people who can't work. The meaning is who can't work, that is too old, they're tired, they're retired, and too young, they're still under education. So people think China has more than maybe 1 billion population in the world. But why you think is you have not enough people? Yeah, the reason is in here. The age is older. I mean the people is older, but not enough people can continue to make more money. The reason is the government controlled the population before 30 years ago. So this meaning is one father and one mother just only have one kid. Okay, that's the story has 30 years. So right now it's open to 2 kids. Okay, and the fourth reason is too many copycat titles. What is a copycat? Okay, so if the market has a very famous company like COC, okay, it's very fast, maybe 3 months later you will see, more than 10 Chinese mobile, it looks like COC. Yeah, it's very quickly. And the users is faked. What that means is users is faked. So we always want to buy the users from the BAT or other social media, but they always give us the fake users. The unreal, that is how to say, we can see the data has a user, but actually it's not. And the fifth reason is more hardcore gamers or players, they move to Steam. I think you know, the Chinese download, the downloads from China is more and more in Steam, and all of them, they are rich men. Okay, and they are hardcore games. They are real player. Maybe they have every day have 2 or 3 hours can play the game. What ways can enter into China? 2 ways. Looking for the publisher and launch by yourself. But if you have much money, you can try the second way. Okay, so I wanted to tell you guys about the censorship in China mainland. The first point I want to tell you guys is it has a People's Republic of China and the Republic of China. That is 2, okay. And I can't say the country, it's a region, okay. So the second one is Taiwan, but for China mainland, don't think that is a country, okay. So you will prepare as a developer, you will prepare like 1, 2, 3, 4, even more to the government. Yeah, right now the 5th one is the biggest problem. because in last year the government blocked every company to submit, apply the ISBN. So ISBN actually is starting for the book. At the beginning in China, it's the same as, well, I mean the game is the same as DVD, it's same as the magazine and books. That is qualified as publication. So right now the government made the limitation. That's mean 1 year, maybe just 5,000 title could be launched or could be given the ISBN. And if you want to apply the ISBN, you will prepare 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the government for review. Okay, that is the game starting page. You will see some Chinese. That is what you got, the number, what the company have, and things. Maybe somebody will ask me how many months will get for them. I don't know, maybe half a year. Okay, if the rule of getting the ISBN, so this is a Chinese or China government problem. It's really hard to say. It has the very clear rule to tell you that this is yes and that is no. It doesn't like ESRB. I think many people know that what is ESRB. I want to tell something to you that, for example, the picture is Napoleon. So in China, government thinks this is a history hero. So the story must, according to the history, cannot be changed. Okay, and the game cannot have the system like gambling because it's illegal in China, and cannot have the system like marriage. So marriage is okay, but if it is a system that is the problem, because in China, the Asians always has one king has more wives, so it's still illegal in current policy. So the game cannot select which wives to play together or have interactive with one. Yeah, it's cannot show in the game. And as I heard in before I came to Italy, that it's the blood. Okay, the human blood or the animal's blood is red, but the news is the blood cannot be red. Okay, I think the fifth one is the same as you, that cannot show the Nazi and Hitler or the other bad guys in the game. So, but China is more hard that we come to launch a game about World War II. Yeah, that it's confirmed. And also that I said that it's a Taiwan things. Okay, so the Chinese government always think Taiwan is a province of China, and not a country. Even they have the army, even they have the cash or the as a country, everything they have, but the Chinese government still think this is not a country. Okay, so don't show Taiwan or Taiwanese flag in the game. Yeah, and the seventh, I think maybe more company is the thing that cannot or converted from the game gold to the currency. I know in currently has the blockchain. Actually, blockchain in China is blocked. Okay, that is online game NT. It's just a help to keep the young man have a healthy good time. So actually the healthy game time is 3 hours. So within 3 hours that's okay. But after the 3 hours and within 5 hours, your incoming and your experience should be get half. And after 5 hours later, nothing you will have. Maybe you will think, it's for one game or for totally. As I know that it's for the one account. That means if you have account under Tencent, you play the Tencent game more than 3 hours and log off, transfer to other accounts, for example, NetEase, it's okay. Yeah. But developers should have this function in the game. And this is a story. This is how to say, two countries story. So the Korean accepted the USA to set up the SOC in their country. So Chinese always doesn't agree to set up this defense in Korea. So it has a Korean restriction order. The order is say goodbye with Korea. For example, like the game, we stopped to accept the title from 2017 March. That is around 2 years. The last title is Crespo Sun Mobile. And China stopped the K-pop songs, the K-pop drama movies into China. So actually many Chinese people love the K-pop, the Korean songs, Korean drama and movies, but right now stop. It already 2 years. But the government always not announced that it has a Korean registered order. So they always say no. And maybe you guys think it's Korean China is not a, it's an Asian, not us. So I want to tell you that it's the story about Ventican. Okay, so Korea is too far away, but Ventican is your neighborhood. In the whole European, only Ventican has not the diplomacy relation with China government. So, what is the diplomacy relationship with Ventican? That is Taiwan. Okay, that is a policy problem. So the government stopped the traveling app and traveling platforms stopped to show anything about the Ventican. Even other totally 18 countries, the information about the traveling. So I guess maybe if your game have any information or any instruction or something about the Ventican, maybe will be blocked or say no. Yeah. Okay, so that is in this year the overseas title that get the ISBN. So in totally in this year just a 22 overseas title. So it's 30. 22 is mobile. 5 are for PC and 2 for Xbox and 1 for PS. Yeah, it's not too many. And I want to say, not anyone is from Korea. Okay, so go back to the which way can enter into China. So I will suggest some publishers. So people can make a follow about this one. So that is good. There are the good publisher in China, and they have some experience with the foreigner company before. And yeah, and I talk with you guys that in China hasn't the Google Play. So what something can replace the Google Play? That is too many platforms. Too many. Okay, so something maybe you see the brand, for example, like a Huawei. I always see this brand in Italy. Yeah, and Alibaba has an Yingyongbao. That is this one. This one is under Tencent. So maybe people will ask me, so which one is the biggest one? I want to say it looks like the same. So everyone, you should be interactive. Okay, so in China we haven't YouTube, we haven't Twitch, we haven't the Facebook, MySpace, and always nothing. So what is the influencers can show the game? Okay, that is. I will click the link to you guys. That is a very difference with the Western videos about the games. Maybe it's slowly, I think. Okay, that is a game, but we call it an arcade game. Did you see that many Chinese character and block the video? Okay, that is very popular in China. Even some people will select very quickly. Also, yeah, so that is very different with the Western the game videos. It's too many characters in here. Even block the dancers. What does she is playing? But the Chinese people always use this one to have a communication. Okay, let's go back to the PPT. Yeah, and right now in China we have two, Wei and one Dou. What is Wei? The first one is Weixin, that's WeChat, and the Weibo, that's microblog. And what is Dou? Dou is TikTok. I think maybe more and more people know what is TikTok. It's a micro video that I can show. If you don't like it, you just can switch very quickly. Yeah, that is Douyin. In the Western, we call it TikTok. And TikTok has the advertisements. Even the WeChat and microblog has the advertisement also. So Weixin, microblog, and TikTok, they have the large users, so they're doing the advertise for the game and for the other brand in their production. So TikTok is not only one TikTok, they have that apps. And that is Weixin, so Weixin can show in some, the WeChat, WeChat has international version and domestic version. So international version has just talking, communication. Okay, that's very easy. But the domestic, that is, I mean, it's Chinese people can see that more and more the comments. For example, the first page, that is the, you can download the games. And this is the microblog also, so people can put the, or the company or the publisher can put the advertisement in the Weibo also. And the new things is, I will tell you that is the new feed ads. That is something different with the Western market. Okay, so the first page, that is the regular app. So when the people it's loading the page, the screen that will show a game, advertise appear. That is Jackie Chan, you know. So that is an advertisement. It's free. It's read. You cannot control. Okay. And the second one is it's in the Baidu. So the Baidu will put the advertisement in the top. So when you open the page, the first one is the advertisement about the game or about something. Yeah, and the same as like the YouTuber. YouTuber is the always when you start the video, it has the advertisement, but in China it's always 2 minutes. Yeah, that is the same. You can see the advertisement in the regular apps. It's not only for the game. It's just for the newspaper or for the others. So in China, right now we are always doing the promotion or the UA for the CPC, CPI, CPA, CPC, like a CPX to doing. It's for the online, not for the offline. So people will say, why don't you do the offline? I will say that China is too big, and the population more than 10 million is 7 cities, but more than 5 million is 88 cities. Which one or which 10 could be do the promotion for the offline? And right now the cost is very, very, very high. And the promotion, the offline promotion actually in China we did before, but only for the PC client. The PC client in China we have the net club. So the publisher will go to the net club to promote the game, let the boss of the net club to install and to make some events to the users. But right now we cannot confirm which one is the target. Okay, so which games that publishers have interesting in China? The first one, your game should be high MAU, not DAU, that is MAU. It could be more than 1 month, even more and longer. And the second is maybe high ARPU. Yeah, ARPU that means you should could let the user pay more money in the game. And 3 is big IP. I would suggest you guys to, if you want to know more information or about the China, so you could attend the China Joy in this August. But my my kind of reminder is it's very hot, maybe more than 40 temperature. I will share some tips in China. So the people like RPG. So if your game have the RPG elements, that would be better. Whatever for your game is casual or not casual. And the Chinese people like IAP. IAP means free to play, and you should let the users to pay the money in the game. So that is a different way. Okay. And publishers right now is always cheating. For example, like for make the higher renting in Apple Store, they are doing paid or charge the money by themselves. Okay, so that's mean after that you will the publisher will get the 70% from Apple Store, but the renting is higher. Okay, and so that is a fake the ranking and will do the fake review. So the reviews will be higher also. And we'll do a waste package. The good name is ASO, but actually it's not. What is a waste package? Okay, so your game has a title, has an icon, and has 5 pictures. Even have the explanation, but just only one. You can imagine if your game have 50 different titles, 50 different icons, and 50 different pictures in the market. It will have more chance to let more users to download your games, but actually that is one game. Okay. And for is advertiser is cheating also. They will give the fake users, fake the downloads, and fake the every active users. Yeah. As I remember that before 2 years ago, it has a giant company. It's crashed. It is an advertisement company. They are doing the let the users to click the advertise. However, the company will have the return to the users. I mean the cash. So it's the fake active user. The users, everything is fake, and okay, they make money. I saw the newspaper is more than $2 billion US, and they said crash. Okay. Usually, I think, as your experience is, signed the contract with publisher is half and half. And after the Google and the Apple, you will do half and half with the publisher, but in China it's different way. Okay. The Android stores, like I showed, like Xiaomi or Yingyongbao or Balabala something, they always have the growth is 50%. Apple and Google is 30. Okay, and the payment with 5% because in China we have the Alipay, WeChat Pay, and the credit card. Even you can make a dollar to pay to recharge to the game. So in totally that developer could only get the 20% the revenue share from the market. I wish say that from the market. That means if a user recharge 100 and the developer just can share the 20. That is the default. Yeah, and we were always waiting for the government give the ISBN. So as I told you that in this year maybe 5,000 titles, but I think right now maybe not. If 2,000, that should be okay. And I want to tell you guys a very different working experience if you want with a Chinese publisher. So in China, some company, even like my company, we are doing the working time is 996. What does it mean for 996? That's mean the start working in 9 a.m. and get off the work in 9 p.m. and every week working 6 days. Okay, so that means if you cooperate with a Chinese company, your game has any problem, want to fix, and you are relaxed or get off the work or something, you know, Chinese people always cannot accept that. Yeah, so that is a culture. In China, that is unfair for the employers, but actually that's the usual situation. Even Jack Ma, he suggested this working rule also, and he think Alibaba is more time or more working hours for the 996. And for the Western people always has the holiday, for example like Christmas or Easter or the other holidays. But it's the same as in China. We have the Chinese New Year, even the national holiday, and everyone is 7 days off. But actually, we always have some people continue to work, maybe 1 day, and other guys to be working the second day. So that's mean if the game shut down, if the game has any problem, someone can have a response. So if you guys, the developers, want to cooperate with the Chinese publisher, maybe you will have this prepared. Maybe somebody send the email to you or make the dial to you. Even when you are in the holiday, you will have a response. Yeah. So in China, we always the Chinese publisher always renting the titles. So for example, we test many titles and want to publish. We will set in the ranking, which one is the top and which one is the second top. The priority, it includes the quality, it includes the game play, and include the team. I mean the team is part of team. So everything mixed together, we will select which one we would publish first. Okay, so that's, do you have any questions? Okay. And this is, I used to translate, Google Translate to Italian, so maybe correct.
I have a question. How can my game, now, for example, your president now is has banned the image of Winnie the Pooh, the bird. So, suppose I publish a game in the Chinese market. Have I some guarantees that my game will not be removed in the future because there are some, for example, funny animal or something that can be used in the politics?
Okay, so for example, if our company that we will have a testing first, and we will see your game quality, your gameplay, and we will make a ranking, and we will see what is we will suggest to make a change, or that is not or it has a censorship problem of China. So we will give a suggestion to you.
Thank you very much for the talk. For me, it was really, eye-opening. Pretty different culture and market as well. So actually, I just have a curiosity. So what about the average time that the average time that a player spends on a mobile game, for example, compared to Europe or Western?
It's really hard to say. Maybe some game just $100 or $100. It's not uncommon, I think. But if you compare with the top 50, that is another word. Okay. If your game can at the top 50 in China, I mean the Apple Store, you will be the rich man. Yeah. You will be a really, really rich man, actually.
Hello?
Hi.
And if you could change one rule inside the Chinese market, what would it be?
Could you repeat again?
If you can change one rule,
One ruler.
one rule, yes, inside the Chinese market for the control of video games, what you would change?
So I think for us, we'd like to find a game try to launch in China. So we will do the publisher. So other publisher will see the game first, make a testing, and it should be case by case. That we will give you the suggestion about how to make a change. But if the problem is so big, maybe we will just say no. Yeah.
I think that he asked if in the list of the tips, if you would be able to delete one of the rules imposed from the government, for example, or whatever. Which one, which rule would you like to delete? If
For me.
yes, to delete, for example, the
I want to
yes,
delete everything.
yeah,
I
this
want to delete
one.
everything.